Good morning, social media socialites. As the title of the video says, I quit. I quit. I'm in paradise and I quit. I quit. I'm done. It's over with. I'm tired. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going any further. I quit. If you're watching this for the first time and you don't know who I am, my name is E.DeanCole, and I own E.DeanCole Financial. We're a consulting firm and we specialize in working capital, alternative finance, business credit development. I am a business coach and I'm a life coach, and I live in the beautiful Dominican Republic, and I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit is the name of this video. But no, I am not quitting. I was actually doing some work on a project that I'm working on, and somebody asked me, they was like, Dean, how do you keep going? How do you keep reinventing yourself? Why do you keep coming out with new products? Why do you come out with new content? I feel like giving up. I quit. And so I was speaking to them, and he said, you know what, this is good. I wish I would have heard this before I met you. So I said, you know what, let me share it with you guys. I'm doing my morning cardio this morning. I'm headed to the gym doing my morning cardio, and I thought that I'd share this with you this morning. So this is the thing. When you first start out on your journey of entrepreneurship, or your journey to lose weight, or your journey to travel the world, live your best life, or your journey to continue your education, when you first get started, it's going to be easy. There's something that's called the law of favorability. The law of favorability basically means when the universe will conspire to work with you to make sure you achieve your goals. That's the law of favorability, okay? Now, what happens is that the closer you get to achieving your goal or achieving your personal legend, which is what the alchemist calls it, the more difficult it becomes. Because the universe, or Jehovah God, whatever you want to call them, the universe will begin to test you to see if you are worthy of achieving your personal legend. So what happens is that everything in you is going to be tested to see if you have what it takes to achieve your personal legend. Everything in you is going to be tested. And when you're at that point where everything in you is tested, is the time when you choose to want to give up, cave in, and quit. I already know that this message is not going to be for everybody. I know it got a lot of clicks because my haters and my naysayers want to see me quit. But I know this message isn't for everybody, because everybody isn't achieving their personal legend. A lot of people aren't going to be able to relate to this. But guess what? You are. You're watching this video because you have been trying so hard to achieve your goal. You've been working so hard to achieve your personal legend. And you know what? You said, you know, I can't do it anymore. It's just too tiresome. It's just too hard. It's not easy. It's not fun. It seems like every door that I knock on won't open. It seems like every time I ask is not coming to me. It seems like everything I do is adversity on every hand, and you're dealing with discouragement. And I want to tell you right now that you are so close. You are closer than you can imagine. You are very close to achieving your personal legend. You're so close to achieving that goal, but don't give up, don't cave in, don't quit. And I hear you say, well, Dean, you know, you live in this beautiful paradise. That's easy for you to say. So let me tell you how you do it. First thing is this: don't quit, take a break. It's important when you have the character of an entrepreneur, you have the character of a go-getter. One of the things that is good for us and bad for us is that we're workaholics. We take pleasure in what we do, and sometimes we do it to our detriment. We're always working hard. We're always achieving some goal. We're always masterminding. And it's important for you to take a break, because what happens is that your endurance has a particular level that you have built it up to. And if you continue to work past that point of endurance, you're going to want to feel like you need to give up. But what you do is don't give up. Just take a break. Take a vacation. Take that trip. Go to the movies. Go on that date. Have a cheat meal. Take a semester off. Do whatever it is you need to do to take a real legit break to rejuvenate yourself, to get your body and your mind right so that you can continue to fight. There are so many people right now that have the ability to achieve their goals and achieve their dreams. And what they did was they took a break and they hadn't got back started again. The importance of the break that you take, you have to give yourself a set time, because if you don't, that discouragement that you're fighting can creep in, and that discouragement can end up stealing your ambition. So when you're taking your break, it's important for you to give yourself a set time, saying, I'm going to take off this week. I'm going to take off for this month. I'm going to take off this one semester. I'm going to have this one cheat meal. I'm going to go out on this one excursion, or whatever you choose to do, whatever it is. The point that I'm trying to make is you have to give yourself a due date, and no matter how you feel, you have to keep that due date. All right? You have to keep that due date alive. Do not allow discouragement to cause you to trick yourself into giving in so soon. So it's important for you to take a break. And the second thing is this: you have to follow the omens. The Spirit of the Lord is going to talk to you. People going to say, something told me, or somebody told me, or you know what, a friend of yours who you hadn't talked to for years, or somebody you hadn't spoken to in a long time, or you're going to find an old journal that you had, or you're going to find an old memento that you had. Something is going to speak to you and going to remind you of what your dream is, and it's going to remind you of what your goal is. See, this is the thing about when you're on your journey to achieve your personal legend. Omens are going to continue to speak to you. They're going to continue to talk to you. They're never going to stop. They're never going to stop. That's the reason why you see people right now that are miserable. They're miserable, and they are negative Nancy's, and they're always telling people what they cannot do and what they cannot achieve. The reason why is because they never realized their personal legend. They got a glimpse of what their personal legend was. They never realized it. And so what happened is that now they're in regret. They're in a fit of regret. And so we don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to be in a place where you're in a fit of regret. So that being said, it's important for you to take a break. It's important for you to take a break. When you get tired, like I just got tired and sat down on this rock, you're gonna need to do the exact same thing too. Take a break. Learn to take a break, and also listen to the omens. When you're on your journey, when you're on your path to achieving your personal legend, the universe will conspire to make sure that you're able to achieve and fulfill your personal legend. The reason why is because so many people don't know what they're called to do. So many people feel like they're lost. They feel like they are aimlessly wandering around. They feel like a wandering generality and not a meaningful specific. What is that? A wandering generality is somebody that's just wandering around through life. They are meandering through. They are working to make somebody else rich. They're working for somebody else to achieve their goal, and they feel like there's nothing more for them, and they don't know how to continue to move forward on what they believe in. What they do a lot of times is they allow fear to rob them of achieving their personal legend. But this message isn't for them. I'm going to create a separate message for you on how to find your personal legend and how to go after your goals. But this message is for the people who are already on their journey of achieving their personal legend. This message is for the people who feel like giving up, feel like caving in and quitting. The thing that I want you to realize is that when you feel that way, that's when His strength is made perfect in your weakness. That's when you have to rely on the reason why you're doing what you're doing. It has to be more than just money. It has to be more than just prestige. Sorry about that, guys. A call came in. Like I said, even though I'm here in the beautiful Dominican Republic, I am still working and handling business. So even though I live here full time, I still am an international businessman, and I run my business. I have to hurry up and finish doing my workout so I can get started with my day. I took a break from doing my morning cardio so I could finish this video. But nevertheless, like I said, what happens is that when you get to that point of feel like you want to give up, cave in, and quit, you have to dig deep and realize why you started in the first place. That's the reason why it's important for you. That's the reason why it's important to know why it is that you do your what you're called to do in the first place. It has to be more than just money. It has to be more than just clout and more than just prestige. It has to be for a mission. Your motive needs to be your mission and not the money. Your motive needs to be creating your personal legend, doing what God has created you to do, and fulfilling your heart's desire. It's very important for you to understand that is your motive, because when you get to that point of wanting to cave in and quit, you're going to have to dig deep, and money is not going to be enough to get you to keep going. Prestige and clout is not going to be enough to want to keep you going. Having your name to be great in the earth is not going to be enough to keep you going. But when you are doing what God has called you to do, and you know for a fact that the omens are speaking to you, and you have joy in doing what it is that you're doing, that's when you know you are on your journey of fulfilling your personal legend. But you know this already. That's the reason why you got started. But that's what you have to dig deep into. You have to remind yourself why you did it in the first place. Because it's going to be hard. It is a miscalculated assumption. It is a misconception. You have these ripped guys who take testosterone and steroids on YouTube and Instagram telling you how easy it is for you to get ripped, but you don't know the full story. You have these people who live on their mother's couch in their mother's basement using all their money to pay for an exotic car lease, telling you that you can live your personal legend. They're not really living a lifestyle. And you have these people trying to tell you or sell you this quick get rich quick scheme, or this quick set it and forget it type of mentality, and that is not the reality. As a legitimate business coach that mentor and coaches thousands of entrepreneurs and who's really living the lifestyle, I'm telling you, it is hard. You're going to want to give up. You're going to want to cave in, but do not quit, because he who has created you has seen this day coming, and he believes and trusts you that you're going to keep going, and you're going to need to do the exact same thing. Don't quit. I know you feel like quitting. I know you feel like giving up, but don't quit. As a quick recap, I just got to tell you again, when you feel like giving up, don't give up. Take a break. Give yourself a due date on that break so that your discouragement does not rob you from your ambition. And then step 3 is to remember why you got started in the first place and keep pushing forward. There is not a magic pill. There's not a special prayer. There's not a supernatural chant that I'm going to tell you that's going to keep you going. It is going to be you digging deep in your heart and your soul and keep moving forward. But the good news is this: if you keep moving forward, you will achieve your goal, because he has created you to achieve your goal, and you've lined yourself up with the universe, and they're going to conspire to make you successful and make you happy. Remember, the only person stopping you from being successful is you. Go get them. Success is waiting for you. Gracias, señora.